just look at it.
Especially the top. It is really, really nice. Welcome back to XM Natural Hair and Color Studio. I am Sin Marie, based in St. Louis, Missouri, and I have my client, Shirley. Shirley is getting a full color transformation. As you can see, she has existing color, and this video is really for stylists that want to elevate their color game, or clients who want to understand what goes into dimensional color, because it is a costly service, and this is why. So I'm going to start with her base color. I'm using a permanent 6NN 7NA by Redken. Redken is probably my favorite color brand, so I use Redken a lot. And I am applying a mix. I use equal parts 20 volume developer for her base. So when I was going through her hair, you could see she has some gray, so she obviously wants gray coverage, which is the reason for ends. Usually if I'm doing a gray coverage, or a client wants to cover gray, my formula is going to have some natural tones in them, and that is what N stands for. N is for natural or neutral, but you need to fill that gray before you can put color on top of it. Sometimes if you see people that do their color at home, or you can see that they try to cover gray with something. It could be red, or it could be some, unnatural color, but you can tell underneath that the hair is gray. That is because they did not fill that gray before they attempted to do this color. So this is her base color. The 6NN gave me coverage and depth, while the 7NA helped cool any leftover warmth from any previous color. So this step is important. It builds the foundation for the dimensional highlights that we are about to add. Without a clean, even base, the highlights can end up looking patchy or sometimes overly brassy. So this is where the transformation starts, and it makes the lightening phase that much smoother. If you notice, I did not bring her base color all the way down to where she had some existing lightness. If a client has some existing lightness in their hair and I'm going to add highlights, I prefer to just use and retone that existing lightness to avoid coloring over it again, or darkening and then lightening it again. So that is the reason that I didn't go all the way down, on top of the fact that she is getting a haircut. Now in this section, I'm going in with the lightener to create dimension. So I am being strategic with how I place her highlights. So as you can see, I have zigzag parting. I'm weaving and slicing through to create more of a flow of where I want this light to reflect. I don't want it to overpower her natural texture. And I always think of placement in terms of movement and contrast, especially with coily or curly hair. This particular client wears her hair curly 100% of the time. I'm going to say 100% of the time she wears her hair curly. So I know she enjoys having that darker base or that depth towards the root and the blonde on the outside. So I'm taking maybe 1 to 1.5 inch sections and weaving. Taking the back part of my comb, and I don't know what this comb is called. It could be called a highlighting comb. I don't know. I love this comb though when I'm doing color services, because I can part with it. I can comb through, like how I just kind of comb through her ends. I can back comb with it. So the comb has many different uses. I'm taking a section there, and I'm going to show you guys how this looks. And then I take my paintbrush. I call it a paintbrush. It's a thicker brush, but it allows me to make just gentle brush strokes with the lightener. Sometimes I brush up, sometimes I brush down, sometimes I do both. But the key is to have a hand-painted, gentle look. And that's what creates that dimension. So you have the darker base, and then you have the highlights flowing from there. At the bottom is where I get a bit heavy and I add a little more tension towards the ends of her hair. So I bring that blonde clearly through to the ends, or I bring that lightener through the ends. So I am repeating this so that you can see. In the event that you want to try this, I do offer one-on-one colors techniques or color lessons for stylists. So you have to be licensed in order for me to teach you something like this one-on-one. And the reason for that is mainly because I want you to understand the terms that I'm using, and I also want you to be able to get the products that I'm using. That's really big. I always use Olaplex #1 in my lightener, and that is a professional only product. And I want you to understand levels of color. So when I talk about color levels 1 or 2 or 5 or 7, I want you to have an idea of what I'm talking about before we go into placement and technique and things like that. Now, this is her hair wet. This is after toning the lightened pieces. So she looked in the mirror. She stood up and looked in the mirror. Absolutely loved it, even though it was wet and there was no product on it. I blow dried her hair. I pressed her hair out, and I am doing a very good haircut on her. She really needed the haircut. So this is me doing her cut. And as you can see, that color and that blend is absolutely beautiful. Don't you agree? Don't you agree?
I really love it. This is so good. I am going to have to wash it and get it all curly before we get on the airplane, though, because there's no way I can maintain this. I wish I could. I wish I could maintain the straight just for the week, you know. But
so my client was headed out of town after this, and she informed me that she would have to go ahead and wet her hair and make it curly. That's the way that she wears it. And, you know, so I didn't really style it after the cut. I wish that I did, because it was so beautiful. But even without being styled, her hair was beautiful. So I'm going in, I'm doing her precision haircut. I gave her some soft layers, cleaned up the ends, and kind of made her a shape that would hold up whether she wears it straight or curly. And like I said, she wears her hair curly 100% of the time. So cutting after color and after pressing gives me more accuracy, and it allows me to sculpt the shape in alignment with the color placement. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I want to thank you guys for subscribing and tuning into my videos. Let me know how you liked it. Let me know if you learned anything, and I will see you in the next one.
it's just, look at it. Especially the top. Understanding that it is really, really nice. That has been underserved.